Guys, so I've had 3 separate conversations this week about this topic, and this has made me want to, think that we need to make a video like this because it must be in so many people's heads. Now, the conversation was, I'm just going to accept that I'm just going to go on and off track. Like, I'm just going to basically be committed and not committed, and then that's the mindset. But in reality, it's the way we think about it. It's the way we actually see ourselves at that moment, whether we believe we're on and off track. Now, you are never, ever, ever going to have it where you're really lean, really perfect all the time. And I don't care what anybody says, nobody is going to have that perfect lifestyle unless you're 1%, 2% of the population that are really committed athletes. But then people live that life and they take out 95% of their life, and that's certainly not the people that we coach in HQ, and it's certainly not the people that the trainers that we are. So we're not people that take out 95% of our life to be in shape. So you're going to have these times when you're not. So I wanted to give you my sort of my mindset and the way I see my body and how that reflects on different measuring tools. Okay, so when I diet, and I can really, really diet, and I can get really, really lean into a point where I could probably fit into 28-inch shorts, which I have got some at home. Okay, I can get really, really lean. Now, that is when I am basically on point with everything, and I've got a goal in mind. I do that probably once a year. And then I have my sort of flexible sort of lifestyle where I have got a very good metabolism, but I'm still happy with my body and I'm confident. I have that, and I'm probably about 34-inch trousers, okay, because my legs respond really well. So I have got that is my sort of, when you think about it, that's a big difference. But I'm still happy at 34 because that is where my sort of flexible part is, but I'm still confident with my body. And that is the beauty of the going all in for a 12-week program, then reverse diet and back up and having muscle, because this is the way you still see you're still happy with your body. If I start to creep up close to 36 trousers, then I've took it a little bit too far and I'm being a little bit too flexible, and I know I'm not happy with my body then. So I just take in a few things, which literally takes a couple of days, and I get back down to my happy place. Okay, how that reflects on the scales. When I'm really lean, I can go from nearly towards 13 stone, maybe 13 and a half, depending on a few different variables of my training and things. So usually about that. But then my happy place all year round is around about 14 stone. Now that is I'm happy with that. If I start to creep up closer to 15 stone, I become a little bit unhappy, a little bit more tired, and a little bit, I tend to not to like my body too much, so I know that I have to rein it in a tiny little bit. Maybe I've had a few too many weekends where I've just had a little bit too much food, and but it just takes little steps, couple of days, not a lot, to rein it back into and get to that 14 stone place that I'm happy that I'm maintaining and I feel confident. How that reflects on my t-shirt sizes, I'm medium, like when I'm really lean, sometimes try and get to small, and then I go to all year round, I'm large, some clothes extra large, but then when my place is that I never go above extra large, whatever I do. But if I start not to be confident with a large t-shirt on, so like, I might feel, I just don't feel confident in it, then I know I've took it too far. I need to feel confident in a large t-shirt, but I know I've took it too far. So these are the different points in my transformation that I'm happy with. Okay, so what a lot of us think is, we only have one set point. That's what a lot of us think. We have one set point where we sort of think that if we're not at that point, then we're off track, and that really isn't the case. Again, and I'm passionate about going all in for that short period of time, getting that physique, because if I didn't have that, if I've not gone all in many times in my life where I've got really lean and then I've reverse dieted back up and I've got a good amount of muscle, then I wouldn't be able to have all these stages where I'm still happy with my body, because I wouldn't have the muscle mass. Now, because I've got the lean muscle mass, when I slowly creep up to a little bit bigger waist or a little bit bigger t-shirt sizes or a little bit more on the scales, I still feel good and I still look good because of the muscle I've got underneath, and I still have that confidence. And this is why I'm so passionate, and I believe so much in the process of what HQ is. This HQ is just set up for the real person's body, so you don't need to have to stay at that one set point all the time. The beauty is you know how to get to every single one of these stages, or you know why you've gone to the too far stage, like my unhappy bit, my unhappy in large t-shirts, my 15 stone and my 36 waist. That's an unhappy bit, but I know how to get back to these stages, and it only takes a few days, maybe a week, and I know, and just slowly reverse them steps back to get to my middle set point. Okay, so this is what we need to get into our head if we really want to live a happier life with a body transformation, and not let it get in the head all the time. Because I think a lot of us are very guilty, and then sort of accept that, and then it drives us mad, and that's why we miss sessions, and that's when we think, sod it, let's have a bad meal. And it's just the way we see things, guys. It's the way we see things. That's all it is. It's all in our mind. That's it.